Hi, I'm Lucy, Chardonnay and vintage finds lover, founder of handmade jewelry brand Belle Manili, and your new guide to making your business bloom online. The age-old question is, how do you find good shows? Not just shows, but good ones where your stuff will actually sell. We've all walked this path trying to figure it out. Every last one of us has done the show circuit of trying different types of events, sometimes knocking it out of the park, sometimes falling flat. Truth is, every event has its merits. The key is to find out where your product fits in and where your customer does their shopping. Small local markets and craft fairs are great for selling more traditional crafts and lower dollar items. Indie style markets are perfect for quirky, handmade crafts and more unique items. Local festivals, like the kind that are an annual family tradition that have been going on for 10, 20, 30, even 50 plus years, are a great mix of a huge audience that generally has a very big attendance. Traditional art fairs are great for more high-end or traditional art. Think like paintings and sculptures, things like that. Vintage fairs and upscale flea markets are for people who include vintage and repurposed items or used found objects in their work. This is also a good fit for people who kind of fit more into that indie category. I'm going to walk you through 5 steps of doing some research and figuring out how you can find some really great shows to fill your schedule with. Step number 1, know where your products fit in. Now, if you're not sure, you might need to walk the path and try a few different shows to see where your product fits. What this means is you're going to want to maybe try to do an indie show or see if you can get into a local fair that's held at your church or neighborhood elementary school. See where your things sell and see where they don't. Step number 2, do your research. You can do a simple Google search for things like craft shows in, insert your city's name here. Art fairs in, insert your city's name here. Your city's name plus fall, spring, winter, summer festivals or fairs. Craft shows in my area, art fairs in my area, markets in my area. These are all simple Google searches that will yield you a long list of results for events that are going on near you. Step number 3, dig in some more. Now, once you actually find this list of events, you're going to want to dig in and find out a little bit about them. This includes asking questions like, how long has this event been going on? How many attendees are they expecting? Do they get a big crowd? Is it indoor or outdoor? What are you expected to bring for setup? What does the show look like? Is it juried, meaning there's a panel of judges who looks at the applications and makes selections about who can participate? Or is it jury by check, where whoever pays the fee gets a space? How long is the event? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days? And what's the fee? Step number 4, make a schedule. Once you get a list of events that you think you'd really like to participate in, map those events out either on a calendar or in a spreadsheet so you can start to see where the gaps are and where you might want to look for other events to fill in. If the event has already happened this year or the application deadline has passed, I want you to still put that on your list. This is going to be a good opportunity for you to either attend the event in person to check it out or to watch it on social media and see how it plays out this year so that you know next year that you definitely want to slide in before that deadline. Having a great show schedule does take some time to curate, but it pays off in the long run. It's worth taking the time to dig in and find the really great events where your customers are shopping because that means that you are going to have a much more profitable season. Step number 5, ask the experts. Now that you're in full-on research mode, you're going to want to take this one step further and reach out to people who have done this show in the past. Yep, this takes a little bit more digging, but what it means is you're going to get to actually speak to artists and makers who have participated in the event. You can do this by either looking at the event's vendor list, going on their social media channels and see who they're posting about, or just do some close-up looks at their pictures to see if you can recognize any business names. Then, a quick Google search for that business is going to show you their website or social media channel where you can reach out. A simple email saying, hey, I saw you were at this event. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? Is going to get you a lot of insider information. One caveat to this, I do suggest reaching out to people who might not be in your niche. While I am a firm believer that there is room at the table for everybody when it comes to selling, people get protective of their shows, especially really good ones. So as a jewelry maker, I might not reach out to another jewelry maker to ask how the show was unless I was confident that we were in way different categories. It just makes it easier and keep things friendlier for everybody. So there you have it. Getting great shows means doing a little bit of research, gathering information, getting a list of shows that you want to apply to, and then finding out which ones are going to be the right fit for you. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.